Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. That is right, we are back heading in the colony section yet again for a longer map, most likely. This is Shooting Star from Kalli, and Kalli is someone that's helping out someone make another map, and it's very helpful in the community, so I want to give a shout out to Kalli for helping someone else in need. When you see a shooting star, you make a wish. Even when that shooting star is actually a meteor containing an especially nasty nest of creepers, you start with a fairly strong base, and you call on the titans. We get some titans to help you as you push the creeper back. It will increase its strength as well. Time spent does not increase difficulty, so it doesn't matter how long we spend. It doesn't actually increase the difficulty. It will just be longer. So that means it's going to be a long map. I mean, this says hard, long, Titan's eggs. The info caches in the map contain some tips on what you're dealing with. The longest and hardest mission is reclaim 100%, which is optional for this reason. Okay, so it's optional to reclaim. Good to know. We may be taking that option. Starlight, Starbright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have this wish I wish tonight. Mission briefing. A meteor containing a creeper nest crashed down on one of our planetary bases, resulting in heavy damage to the base, and also shattering most of the surrounding land. The creeper must also be severely damaged by the impact of the crash, which should hopefully buy us enough time to reestablish the base and figure out what's going on. Hopefully. Unfortunately, at the time of the crash, the base commander was on a field mission. As such, she was unable to repair the base facilities. We have, however, been in communication with the commander, as she was already near the crash site. She was going to investigate the salvage whatever she could before the creeper fully woke up. After this initial contact, we lost communication. Oh my, I hope she's okay. We detect the presence of several info caches, which you should retrieve to find out what she had learned and what happened to her. Your mission objectives are therefore straightforward, but probably anything but simple. Reestablish the base defenses ASAP. Collect the info caches to learn what you're dealing with. Nullify all the creepers. Clear all creeper presence from the land. Safeguarding this planet once more. Good luck, Major Hennemore. I fear that you will need it. Okay, so this is our map, and look at the gorgeous, gorgeous design of the star. I mean, that is the North Star coming on in. Very, very neat. Love it. We get blobs every 4 minutes. We get 9 blobos. We get no skimmers, which means friendos. Oh, friendos, I love and hate you so much. And then we have loads of spores on different intervals and different amounts, so they're sort of just be coming in them whenever they want. And then there's an emitter doing 800 every 4 seconds. Not too bad, you think. Not too bad. And yet it will be so much worse. Plenty of breeding ground for both us and them. Same thing. We have our base, which is partially destroyed, and we're going to need to rebuild it, of course. So let's get to rebuilding. Let's get our miners in place. Start with this. We'll start over here. Get the mining going. Now, did I miss? It doesn't matter, because I couldn't be able to place it without terping, and I'm not gonna terp. Oh my. So there we go. All of our miners looking pretty good. Not too bad for miners. I'm a fan. And let us move along. We, of course, need to reestablish the connections between the bases. And I'm assuming I messed that up, because this should look much nicer. This was a very nicely designed base. Should be 120. There we go. Whew. Glad it was me and not the map. Beautiful. That's what we want to see. We want to see the goodness. It looks pretty. It should be pretty. It deserves. It earns it, right? This is a lot easier in top-down mode. Just like, oddly enough, I think that's where it's supposed to be, but we can't do it because of the terrain. Interesting. So, do we want it slightly curved in or slightly curved up? I don't think it really matters. We'll slightly curve it up. All right, keep it the same distance away that it should be, and then of course we'll do another set. So we're feeling pretty decent around here. This is probably too much mining to start. We'll turn some off. We'll turn a bunch off. That's pretty good. We are going to want a factory. Factory is always going to be important. We're going to want an urn port. Urn port's going to be important, of course. And we're going to want... Ooh, we have sweepers. 8 Berthas, going to want those. 3 airships. Oh my, we're definitely going to want those. Rockets, of course we're going to want those. And yeah, but for now, we're just going with the terp, right? Let's get our urns on the go. Unfortunately, I wish I could like queue up the urns to go into this first because we need the energy, we need the mining, you know, things like that. So that is something that kind of sucks. Can we get any? We can probably get some miners down here. Maybe like one there. We can get one there. Can we fit two? No, we definitely can't fit two. So we'll just do this. We could terp around it. And realistically, we should. We should, because if we terp around it, that make... well, I mean, I could probably want more green R than anything else, right? So maybe we'll forego these miners. We'll get them to start, because energy will be tight to begin with, I suppose. And then we'll just move on from there. So that's pretty good. Nice, nice, nice. And now we'll just get this all the way down now. Will they all survive? Probably not. Probably not. But you gotta try, right? If you don't try, you can never win. And, you know, I'm not saying I'm a fan of winning, you know, winning or losing, as long as you had fun kind of thing, but winning doesn't hurt, right? Just saying. So that's pretty good. Base-wise, we can toss our base down. We want to be on the top side because the bottom side's not connected, and the top side has 2 of those bad boys. 2 of those will... I mean, we have 9 miners already, so I'm hoping we'll be able to make the rest of them, as well as make the towers. So let's just see how it goes. Initially, every 20 seconds, the shattered terrain covered by creeper will emit more creeper in one single tick. The amount of creeper emitted will be shown here. Okay. So we will get more creeper against us, unfortunately. Now, our storage is going down, but not as much as we would want. And by want, I mean expect, I guess. So we're going to start just going straight for the big air, right? We really want to get these on the go, because they take a long time. So I'm just going to start with those. We're also going to want some refineries. Ooh, message from Commander Hendrickson to Starfleet. I've been able to successfully salvage the pieces of several broken Liptic shield totems. I will use these to establish a secondary base at a resource-rich location near the Creeper's Nest. I have only one more trip left to do, to gather the pieces of the final totem. Unfortunately, this will be the most perilous trip yet, as it will take me close to the Creeper Nest. I will keep you posted. It seems like eggs will be the biggest challenge when defeating this creeper infestation. I've been running several experiments in the field labo! In the field labo! Maybe laboratory. You know, that's what I'm gonna say, you know. And we'll send the results to you when the experiments conclude. Commander Hendrickson. I actually really like labo, I'm not gonna lie. So, I know that was probably, you know, just a little typo that got overlooked, but I really like the idea of calling it a labo. I don't know. Maybe it's silly of me. Maybe it's not right. But I really do like the just labo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that offends you, Kalli. If you ever watch this, I don't know. But if you do, I apologize if that's annoying to you. I don't want it to be. I really don't. Let's start building these puppies up. Oh! Man, what killed you? What killed... Oh, the creep is actually expanding this out. Interesting. I didn't even realize that. That's what killed those bad boys. Perfectly fine. We're still doing good with energy, so let's get our next set of miners on. Good, good, good. Our energy is looking a lot better. I am putting down some cannons, which is always helpful. And as you can see, look at this. The world is being invaded by creep already. And we might not be able to defend it completely perfectly. So let's get some more defenses in the back. Unfortunately, that is very close to our base. But that being said... Let's just start building some sprayers in this general direction, let's say. Sprayers, get your bugger on. Get always on. Alright, we got some cannons going on, which is good. Unfortunately, I think that creep is going to get there first, so we're going to need some other defenses, of course, right? We're going to need some mortars. Things will be happening, of course. Mortars, always good, always good. Probably my favorite. Although I'm building too many, right? Because clearly we are building too many right now. And that's okay. That's okay, right? We are getting through the mesh, hopefully. That is kind of a goal as well. Oh no! The creep is destroying the land that you are on, so you are dying, sirs. That's bad. Always a bad time. And I guess we need to get some more mortars in the back here, right? We need to really address these spikes. I mean, they're not really spikes. I guess they're comet trails. So let's do some kind of back action, but let's also start working towards the side. We should have a lot more energy. Unfortunate for us, this land shrinkage is the problem. And they did make it down here. That is going to breed. It's going to cause us some problems, and that's okay. That's okay. I want to get my build speed up. I should have done that over fighter. Great. Because, yeah, we need to build some stuff up. This is getting a little ugly. Just a little bit. But it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Right? I want to keep using our energy. If you have energy to use, you should be using it. It's kind of like the #1 rule of Creeper World. And the one thing that I almost forgot, holy moly, I want at least some refineries starting to grab crystals for these totems, right? So we want to get our totems active as well. So I think we're doing okay. We just need to get some of these miners built up in certain places, and that should sort of help us stabilize pretty hard. So now that we're getting some of these mortars up, unfortunately the land is deteriorating, definitely causing plenty of problems. Ooh, this is definitely the start that I was not prepared for. Right, sprayers, you move over here. Unfortunate for the sprayers. We just need to stabilize, get the land so it's not, being destroyed under our feet, and then I think everything should be fine again. So just get more mortars, get them in places. As you can see, we have cut off the mesh here, and we finally cut off the mesh here, and I think that's sort of the big turning point. Cutting off the mesh is, like, the mega super win, right? We cut off the mesh, we can, A, use it, and B, the creep won't be flowing nearly as fast, right? We have some cannons over here, some mortars over here. We're going to want to push to them, though, because they're going to need some support. And again, I'm probably maybe building too much, maybe not. Again, the goal is to build too much. Right? We want to be using it so our energy is not getting filled. Ooh, that's bad. That just spreads like the dickhead, so to speak. So we need a few more mortars on the side. Thankfully, it spreads, but we're able to push it back. Although, unfortunately, it destroyed all the land that all my mortars were. So, yay. But with the sprayers, with everything else, I do hope that will help. Right, just get it going. Get the start. It's a little hectic. And, yeah, I think we're doing it. I think we're doing it. Now, the next question is, how are we doing on time? Blobs are coming out. They're coming, but not quite yet. We still have time for blobs. I'm quite okay with that. Over here, these are going to still take a little while. But we do want to get our Berthas on the go too, right? I think I'm going to do like 4 on each side. I don't know if that makes any difference, but I do want to get the Berthas on the go. Again, they take a little while to build, so we're going to be wanting that at some point. Mine production, yes. Move speed, sure. And let's just get 1 super mortar. Actually, I would like you. No. I want a cannon. Oh my gosh, I really didn't build enough cannons. Definitely want a couple cannons. And I want a super cannon at the front of this. I think a super cannon at the front of this is what we really, really need. And that's going to be the key. So I guess I'll move you. Be the super cannon that we need at the front of this. And that should help us hold. Hold. Once we hold, we can then move on from there. Yeah, we can definitely start pushing it with mortars. Our generation, again, looking much nicer. Ooh, okay. We got incoming. I'm going to toss down a couple extra rockets, just in case. A couple extra rockets, something like that. And we're going to want snipers close to the front lines, right? We're going to get like 9 blobs. So, don't necessarily want my front lines getting hindered right now. So let's just toss some of those down. Yeah, our energy is looking fine. We can start working towards air. Although we can just sort of hold for a little bit, get our super weapons. Our storage is going down, but as you can see, it's not going down so fast. Once we start building a couple of these things, it will be okay. The deficit is up there. Maybe I should have put it into the urn, into something other than a unit, but I do like having an earned cannon right at the front, just to push back the, like, creep that is growing? I don't even know the best way to to describe it, but the creep that floods, so to speak, right? All right, we do. Oh, perfect. Next on the list, we're doing good. We're staying strong. We can grab some rockets, and that's going to be important as well, right? We're going to want rockets. It's going to be good. I'm going to make 3 to start. We'll definitely be adding more, but we only have 2 green iron. We'll get a 3rd, of course. But for now, just the 2, I think, will be fine. And yeah, we're just going to start really honing in the pushback here, right? Just push back the edges. We definitely want to just take land as we can. Push back the front. Now, we do have some behind. We can hopefully start to do some lovely things. Oh my, I'm way overbuilding. Surprise, surprise. That is what I do. But again, our deficit not going that high. Ammo is still looking okay. We were able to basically kill everything. Friendo's coming to the front line, and they don't get shot. So Friendo's not getting shot is a very bad thing. So I definitely want like 2 snipers right there. For any Friendo that walks up, they need to die. Sorry, Friendos, but you got to go. And that is not what I want to see, right? So we can start moving our mortars even more, which is good. Oh my gosh, I needed more missiles. More frickin' missiles. I was unprepared. Wow. Alright, that's fine. That's okay. We're doing okay. I hope. Oh, and I don't have very many in the front. Ooh, that's definitely very damaging. Let's just see what happens. We do have a fair bit of space. I just hope it protects the back. The back is what I'm actually worried about. Right? The front, I don't really care about the front too much, right? It's the back that is the worrisome part. Now, we were able to get some cannons down. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we're fine. Good. Generation is looking okay. We do want to set up a pylon network even more so. And we can get more sprayers as well. We have enough current energy for more sprayers. As we're up to 8, so we can really support, like, I don't know, probably like 16 sprayers. It's almost like 2 per point. Probably a little bit less, you know, but I think that amount of sprayers is pretty good. So let's get our sprayers going on, and let's actually push this back. We're doing pretty good. As stated before, I want to get some pylons going on, right? So, ooh, we got them. Okay, so because we started building so very early, we're already at the point where we have our airships, right? Our airships are go. This is great news for us. We can even put down a pylon network to like over here. We definitely want our airships to take out this area first, right? I mean, there's AC breeder, there's split breeder. It's just gonna be good. So let's just fly all 3 out over here, get them going. They're gonna get their ammo as they travel, of course. We are in, again, a deficit, but with these on the field, I'm feeling a lot less worried about blobs and things like that. Now, we do want to spread them around, so they can shoot blobs, shoot spores, you know, from wherever. But just to start, you know, let's clear this up. Let's get this breeding for us. Let's take some ground. It's gonna feel better for us. And just the world in general is gonna feel pretty good, right? I'm gonna make a new mortar set right here, push back the center a little bit, try and get to this turn so we can grab a over, gorgeous, and there we go. Now these bad boys are just gonna start defending. Monster defensive units, so I'm pretty happy. Ooh, this is a little loud. I'll turn it. There we go. No, this is a little loud. I'm gonna lower it just a wee little bit. So let's lower it by like 10. Let me know if this is too much. Or 5 on game volume, 10 on music. And now you can see we're actually starting to make some much better progress. Huzzah for us. Again, our one super unit over here is holding down the front line, but now we have much better control. Right? We're starting to move in there. We can get another set of green arm, which is glorious. So let's make sure we do that right away. Toss down 2 refineries. We'll even toss down another refinery or 2 here. Because we have 2 refineries up there, these 2 will be able to just refine the bottom. And yes, our power is actually increasing as well. So even better with our power increasing because we're adding towers. And now we can actually start to move things. You know, we can move a blob over here. We can move this user set, tower set over here. And we can actually start to plan on some terraforming, right? I think we do want some terraforming. We do want to terraform this up. So let's plan on that. And because there's greener here, unfortunately, I do want to terraform it up. So let's make it a little bit bigger. And just terraform everything to this end, right? A little bit higher. It'll take a little while. Unfortunately, I have cannons there, of course. Having cannons there is a slight problem. Not the end of the world. We're gonna have to move it, but that's fine. We'll also toss down another pylon and grab this network. We should also pylon to the other side. There's a pylon, and a pylon. Perfect. So we have pylons to both sides. It'll just make things easier, of course. I'm now going to start to separate these out. Right? Move maybe 2 down here, 2 down here. We'll move 1 to the top. Right? Let's move one in the top, tippy top. Yeah, might as well. You know, let's put it like right there. So that way it can shoot this, and potentially that as well. So very, very nice. This will also start getting this area to breathe for us, which is glorious. These cannons no longer need over there, which is also glorious. And terraforming again, just to finalize that. Again, there's a whole slew of chirps. We got a lot of terraforming to do. So just add a nice little chirp squad. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. We have rockets going out. We can go to a sweeper, but I'm not really seeing the need for a sweeper just yet because we're holding. Maybe holding is not necessarily what we do. We want to be pressing, pushing. But for now, I want to get this area squared. We can move this in here. And I like having 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom, because this is where we want to push. This is where the breeding is happening. But we also... that's it. It is breeding. That's fine. You know, it worked out. It worked. Oh, I lost 2 mortars. Oh, shame on you, mortars. You're not supposed to be lost. Actually, can I get power over there? Ooh, and now we can just power up this area. Boop. We have a nice breeding pool on our side. Glorious times. And yeah, we're holding. We're holding. Are we holding as well as we should? Maybe, maybe not. We did get another urn, which is also very good. The question is, do we want... Oh, jeez, look at this crimson now, though. The crimson start to come in. Holy moly. So, thankfully, we got to this, like, kind of just in time. I mean, maybe not, because there is a lot of crimson. Green R is looking great. So green R looking so great does tell me I want some more air. Right? We want some more airships. So, not airships. We want some more rockets. Let's grab like 3 or 4 more of those. Yeah, let's grab 4 more. That sounds pretty good. Of course, we also will want pylons to supply them. I should have probably done that earlier. So pylons all the way down. Seems a good idea. And last but not least, maybe it's time to start thinking of a sweeper. Sweeper won't do the world because there are many different layers of terrain. And let's see if we transparent the creep. It looks like, so this is height 5. This is height 6. This is height 6. So most of this land is height 6, right? So if we put it on a height 5 piece of terrain, right there, then it should essentially crush this giant area. So I think a sweeper would not be a bad idea. So let's just toss it down. Right here seems about right. Again, we want it on height 5, not height 6. So right there. We will say armed off for now and just see what happens, right? So we'll let it get supplied. We'll let it get bigger. It'll feel real good. And these need to start shooting this crimson. Transparent. Okay, beautiful. Ooh, a preliminary analysis of the creeper indicates that not all is as it seems. There are actually two emitters, a fairly weak emitter on the surface and a much stronger one that itself was shattered due to meteor impact, or during the meteor impact. This shattered emitter is spread all over the land and will emit a constant total amount of creeper with every tick, irregardless of how much creeper is actually visible on the surface. To make matters worse, the shattered emitter displays basic cognitive functions and it reacts to what is happening around it. If it only controls very little shattered land, it will try to spread by launching eggs. Whenever we start reclaiming land, it starts to panic and increases the frequency of emission ticks, becoming extremely dangerous in the process. Subduing the shattered enemy will be no easy task, but it has to be done if we do not want to lose the planet. Okay, so now we know the shattered land, the land itself is highly against us. Like highly against us. Before it was like, it's kind of against us, but now it's like, it's super against us. So now we know. I mean, we kind of had an indication by the land kind of being very destructive, very, very spiteful, and I don't know, see, I moved the one cannon just for a second. Look at how much it gained. I am double cannoning this area, because again, I think this is the most important part, and cannons right there do the most work, because they shoot what's closest, and the closest is good. So we're still feeling okay. We're still feeling okay. Again, energy-wise, we're feeling pretty good. Creep-wise on the map, they're not full, right? The map is definitely not full, but the map is not empty either, right? It's getting closer and closer to full. The Terps have basically finished as well, which is really good news for us. I do really like that. And I guess with the Terps finishing, we can go on to the next set of mining. Let's flatten this AC. And why these little dots? I hate when you see those little dots. And you know what? These need to fly. Get out of here. Because we need just that much more. Beautiful. Make sure that's good. Everything is pretty much where we want it to be. And we can now start mining this area. Because you know what? Miners are delicious. I am a fan of miners. They just generate so much power that, yeah, we definitely want that in our lives. Ooh, this is being very awkward with this. I guess we'll just overdo it like that. Overdo it. Too many miners, not a thing. This is going to be terrible for economy, so of course we're gonna want to go a little slow, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll slow it down. Unfortunately, I can't see under these, and oh no, the pylon's under there. So you know what? We'll leave the pylon alone. The pylon will be fine. You get to live, pylon. Ba-boom. And honestly, we might just go like that. Zanga. And hopefully that works. With this in mind, whoa, way too much, like I said. So let's just turn off this set. Good. Too much. Too much. This set. Should have turned off the front set, but it's not how I do things. It's not how I do. Just connect everything up. Front line looking pretty good. Got them. And there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Miners are up and operational. Looking lovely. Turn them all on. Drain the bank. And yeah, we're still pushing. We're still holding. We are still making things. Now, on this map, pretty much specifically, normally I would keep moving things up, but this is all shattered land, right? Basically, all of this is shattered land. Now, what it said was, as the map gets weaker and weaker, it's just going to be sort of spewing stuff out of shattered land. It's going to be spewing eggs. It's going to be spewing everything. So my goal will be to cover this entire map in mortars. Now, is that the best idea? I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen, right? I just know I got to, like, around this, you know, I was playing it, like, ages ago, and my computer just couldn't handle it, right? I just know that. I never got to the point where the shattered land was, like, so crazy, and I'm paranoid. And paranoia leads you to do some crazy things. So, I am quite okay with it. We're in a little bit of deficit. I'm perfectly fine with a little bit of deficit. I'm going to move one of our super units up. We'll move the other one up once this one lands. You know, sort of do a little hopscotch with the two. And work there. Beautiful, beautiful. We got another row of mortars, which is good. They did mostly build, which is better. And I guess the sweeper is probably looking pretty good right now, right? It's filling up. It's not full, but it's filling up, so I'm very happy with that. Our green art is not looking good, but we need to get to these. That is definitely what we need. And you know what? I'm going to turn off a couple of rockets, right? Because we have the sweeper, I'm going to turn off 3 rockets. I think that'll be pretty good. Now the question is, how many planes do we want, right? So planes are great, of course. But at the same time, do we want, like AC planes? I mean, AC planes do so little to creep this deep. So maybe we don't want AC planes. Let's just get regular planes. And I guess I really should have turned on the berthas, right? So, I kind of want them to be fired manually, but at the same time, if they hit the creep, or the crimson, it's not going to do that much. But if they hit the creep, the crimson will flow into that and make it that much harder, right? It's sort of a damned if you do and damned if you don't. So I think we're going to focus on the crimson for now. We'll change this probably when we do pushes. Or maybe we'll just do it with pushes. Yeah, let's just do it with pushes. So where are we pushing next? Clearly we want this. We also want the blob nests, right? So maybe we start doing it something like this. Something like that. We'll move another plane. Or plane. Thor. Up here, right? So we'll double up on the north side now. Whereas before we were not. Yeah, we also want some MRIFs, right? Let's toss a couple of these bad boys down because we really don't have MRIFs on the map. So let's get a couple of those going on. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Maybe we'll toss one down too, right? We have enough red-on generation. I'm not super worried about over red-oning, so to speak. But a Turk lovely in the north, so. This is starting to slow down. We can already see it is starting to slow down with the number of units. Holy moly. That's okay. That is a-okay. We'll move up other super unit. And again, these things are going to shoot down all of the air. You know. It's just good. It's just good. Beautiful. Beautiful. May be changing our graphics to high performance for this. We are getting to this green R set, which is also very, very good for us. And we need green. I will say it slows down mostly when things are in the sky. It's kind of evening out yet again. But maybe it's still beneficial. Zinga, keep on coming. And plane. Once planes get in the air, it's gonna be as well. Planes are gonna cause some problems. We will get our bombers. Get out of here. Bombers, make a row. We'll do one at a time. So we'll start with this one. Ooh, crimson. That crimson just flows. We are not holding the center, so I guess we will need something to hold the center. So another super unit to hold the center. So pylon, again, pylon. Yeah, it's just pushing through. It's pretty wild. Very, very cool that it can do that. You know, I'm not saying anything bad about the creep, but holy moly, is that effective? It just works. And again, the reason why I'm not moving things as I do, I mean, I guess I could move them and then rebuild them. Kind of focusing on. Okay, we were able to hold. Moving that was definitely a very good idea. And I think this is actually out of range down here, so we do want to connect this up. Move you, and that'll finish this one. You keep firing. Who knew? Super weapons are kind of good. And you know what? I think it's time. How's our AC looking? Our AC is looking pretty good. AC is looking pretty good. It's getting up there. We have an extra urn. Maybe we just do eco? Because I am kind of using eco pretty well. Or do we just keep doing like regular units? I think eco. Ooh, we could do Berthas. Holy moly! What am I thinking? Yes, earn want, please. Yeah. We have 4 more. Getting our Berthas earned up is always a good thing, right? I wish we could earn up the airships. That would be anything. But I'll take earning up the Berthas. Earned Bertha, always a good time. Ooh, yeah, it is. Okay, so, is it time for Sweeper the First? I think so. So let's arm it. Let's see what it does. That is just going to give us a nice little range. Now, it is using up a lot of lift deck. I just wanted to do one sweep so we can sort of make some progress and then turn it off, right? That's breeding again. That's perfectly fine. I don't care that that's breeding. I just want to be able to make some progress. Now, we're not making progress up here, unfortunately. It's sort of just the way it'll... but look at this. Like, we made super... all of this crimson. It's just gone, right? All of this is going to be gone. We're definitely going to grab some new refineries. And that's probably the biggest win that we have here, right? More refineries. Can toss down some more things over there. And we probably want... oh, jeez, I want my Air Force to go, but we are kind of out of energy. So that was my fault there. We want this to move on in. Grab another pylon. Right there can work. There can work. There can work. We'll just move in our super ones, right? This will help drastically. And you know what? Maybe we'll just do a drop, right? We'll rebuild them later. We'll do a little drop here. Try and carve this out. Keep the green R for ourselves. Get that going. And yeah, that's just going to be pretty nice. Now, we could terraform this up as well for maximum green R-ing, but I think we're kind of okay there. I want to save as many orbitals for the end so we can essentially just do, like, an orbital dump over here. Like, try and pop all the eggs and convert everything. I think you've basically done a full loop. You know what? If we could just ooh, other thing to note is we need new snipers, right? We need some... those friendos are coming up quite substantially. So I want a big old sniper squad on all of them, right? Sniper. That feels much nicer. Although we're getting close to over here. So we're getting pretty close to some key places that we want to be, of course. And that feels pretty good. It feels pretty good. We are building air, of course. We're not using air, but we are building it. We should be using it, I suppose. But again, I'm trying to sort of, well, still fill up the land, right? Ooh, of course, I did the drop. They took the land. I did not give them power. How am I such a fool? All right, get your power on. Much nicer. And I believe this is basically out of ammo, so let's arm it off. Let it get resupplied. And that feels real good too. Friendo should start dying as well, which will help the Crimson. The Crimson is not nearly flowing, like, well at all. And I think with this, we're going to toss both of our super guns over here. Try and push into this and see what happens, right? So, again, we have a whole slew of mortars. We'll just toss them. Set. Energy is looking quite nice, which is also very good for us. And we're about to be able to nullify our first enemy. So I do love that. First, I'm not gonna mess up. I'm gonna terraform. There's no green around, so we're just gonna terraform around the edge. Just make sure there's a nice breathing room for this. Whoa! Why did I hit that? I do not know. There we go. Nice breathing room on both sides. It'll feel really good to do. And again, we'll just move our terraformers up. Because we have terraformers to move. And this will be gorgeous, right? Terraformers, where are you? You're back here. Move your butt up. Start the process. We can get more energy over there. And I guess we can get a nullifier in. Probably. Maybe. Can you overload? Cannot overload. Shame. Oh, that's a shame. It's spooky. And a shame. So these snipers can never really move, because should something happen and destroy, say, this nullifier, we don't want them causing us any hardship, so to speak. Let's move this up. Let's move this bad boy up. Let's add a pylon for it. Because you know what? That's not moving up. We're out of Berthas are just doing their thing. That's good. Actually, you're not pylon up at all. Pylon. Emirates. Well, new set of Emirates on the front line, fighting as well. This is now moving forward, which is nice. The energy is looking pretty good. More hairs as well. That's how I do. Just all the mortars, all the time. Again, we have all the energy for it. Thankfully, yeah, we have our first nullifier, and it's working. And let's just get some mortar defenses over here. More and more rockets going on. Again, we're saving all of our rockets to the end, right? We don't really need them right now. They may help, but we don't necessarily need them. Air. Grab more bombers. Buzzing. Oh, look at that. Look at the Berthas go. We probably can Actually, we probably should just move the Berthas. Because we're sort of doing this area, which is great. But we want this area even more, right? So, yeah, let's, jeez, it's so bad. It's gonna be in the Crimson. I know. I don't like it. But I wanna at least lessen the amount of Crimson that's flowing over here, so we can really push it, right? That's kind of the goal with this. Will it work? I mean, technically it'll work, but... You want up, sir? Good job. Get some attacks there. Feeling pretty good. Those are all building, you know, just for the time being. You know, get our supply back up. Feels really good. Holy moly, see that Crimson? It's so much. It's so much Crimson. How's the Sweeper looking? Are you filled again? You are armed on. Buzzing. Thank you, Sweeper. You're gonna save the day. Oh, yay. That feels really, really good. We are gonna lose a couple of mortars, but you know what? This Sweeper is going to save it. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And it will come around. It has plenty of energy. Green is actually looking amazing, so we can actually turn on the rocket. We do want to keep it high, but we also don't want to be... We don't want it to be topped off. I kind of want to keep it around like 200 and some. That's kind of my goal for the Sweeper. That would be amazing if we could do that. And again, we're going to have to sort of move in, right? I want to build, but I think moving in is more important right now, because if we move in... we need a turbo top, turbo. Oh my. Oh my. And pylon as well. So keep rolling. Are you not under a pylon, sir? What are you doing? What are you doing? Get over there. Pylon it up. You move it on up. You. Oh, they're breeding very, very soon. All right, I'm gonna leave one there. That's fine. All right. And yes, the breeding is about to happen, which is fine. So it will breed up, but we will manage. Missile-wise, we're still doing pretty okay. And with these landing, I think we're gonna be kind of in a good position, because once the Sweeper comes around, again, it slows down with everything being fired. It's a shame, but you kind of notice. Oh, we got him. Beautiful. And that urn is going straight to a Bertha, which is, again, very, very nice to have. These, can't tell if they're both firing, so let's just remove that. We'll also toss that up. That's good. That worked good. All the refineries. I'll toss down another refinery too, just so they can make sure everything is healthy to worry. And we're actually making progress into the breeding zone, right? Once we take this breeding zone, I think that's the key. Again, more breeding for us, more good. They are nowhere near creeper cap, which is very spooky, because if they're not near creeper cap, then that means there is a lot to come, right? See, like, something, like, it's just annoying. It's not the worst, it's just annoying. We have plenty of AC back here, and again, like I said, I do want to fill in areas, because I do not want any of this land. Like, if it starts going wild, I want to be prepared for wild, right? That's the goal. Be prepared for it. Don't be surprised, because if we're surprised, then it's going to be bad. This reminds me of a map from Fire Swamp that, again, my computer could not handle, where he created some like super unit that was amazing, and just it gets wild at the end. literally like the most wild thing I've ever seen in Green Build. So this is still going. It's going actually very strong. We have plenty of greener to actually support it, like staying active. So I'm gonna keep it on, and I may even build another one. Because again, our greener, it's staying consistent, but it is going down. So not necessarily the best, but I'm okay with it. Not necessarily the best. We'll toss another sweeper down. This might be sort of a good thing. So then we can sweep this top half. This top half is definitely kind of a problem. Not underarmed, let it fill up. Let's get our things, and look at this. We now have some pushback on this side. That's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Grab some pylons, toss them around. We're going to toss them down just a whole new front line, right? Seems like the idea to do. Oh my, look at this. This side pushed back real hard. Okay, and I guess it's because I didn't have any real mortar support, right? I mean, you gotta have that support. It's gonna be good. It's gonna keep things stable. It's gonna keep them going. And did I lose? Oh, I lost a super gun. No. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. We will keep these going. We have plenty of energy in the bank. Maybe it's time to get the air involved. Yeah, air is such a drain on energy. Well, we need to finish building. That's what we need. Oh, wait, why am I doing that? We're in a deficit. Why would I even suggest that? That's a terrible thing. But we have taken this, which is not a terrible idea. So we'll move these out. We'll move them around. Then we can start building our next set of miners, which will sort out our energy completely, and we'll be pretty in. Turn all these on. Good. Energy, more resources, more MRIFs and things, which is always good. By MRIFs, I mean red on 4 MRIFs, which is always good. More bluite, which we are using it all, so more is always good there as well. And that is out of energy. So you have to back up ever so slightly, sir. Thank you very much. Get your energy going. And the Berthas can actually move. Right? The Berthas have some options here. We could just go for like this corner, you know, but again, it will do the most damage in the corners, but if we start killing this corner, this flows into the corner and turns it all to crimson. I don't want to crimsonify the corners. It's kind of my goal. Now, I do want to terraform this area, right? So this, I want whatever height this is, I want all these little spikes and things to be this height. Because then our sweeper just works, right? Our sweeper just works, and I kind of want to make sure that's kind of the thing. Because if we can sweep the entire map, that's going to help substantially. In fact, you know what? Let's actually size 5 and just anything over here. Even these, right? Because if our sweeper, well, I guess if our sweeper is there, that angle should mostly get the corner. So maybe we can go from like there. Like anything past this, we just want to terraform down. I'm terraforming too much, but you know, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. We'll even grab our next gully because we can. It's right there. Wow, that's not going to work. But that's okay. I'm okay if the nullifier doesn't work. It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. Maybe it will. Maybe it'll work. But this breeding, I think, that's fine. Keep moving these along. And the Berthas can move. Again, we're going to move all of these up and over. Move all of these up and over. Let them finish their terraforming job. And we do this. So we're at strength 3 every 11 seconds. So it's come down quite a bit. Become stronger. And yeah, we got a lot to get through still. We got a lot to get through. So Sweeper, for now, let's arm you off. Let's start collecting up some green again. You know, we need to get over here for the next set of green. Where's this sweeper? This sweeper is still being built. Oh my, holy moly. Takes a little while. And that's okay. That's okay. But what we need is to move these two up. Okay? So you can move there. You're already moving there. At least can select the other one. You move there. You get out of here. We'll pylon it up. Bazinga. Lasagna, it's connected to the network, and this area is the most important, right? More energy, more good. If we get more energy, we can start using all of our planes consistently, which I, again, have not been should probably. Especially when I use the sweeper. I mean, the plans with the sweeper would be good. I've just been so paranoid of the energy usage that I haven't been, and I think it's time to just get over that, get these things online, you know, move up our units, use many of these miners up as possible, and just go to town, right? We're gonna have like well over 300 energy. It's gonna be good, and fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So let's just do that, let's just do this, again, more energy. These, just move on over here. Why not? You guys, just move on over here. Go out of the way. We got miners to go. And the Zinga. Beautiful. That's good. I held shift. I should have gotten them. So you know what? We're just gonna do this side. That's fine. And yeah. We've taken another mining zone, which is good. We've taken another breeding zone, which is good. We're taking this zone, which again is good. But we're not like we're not winning per se. It's not, we're not losing by any means. It's just we have a lot left. This Crimson is nuts. This corner we definitely want to get to because A, it's a breeding zone. B, we can start making urns from the forge. I desperately want that. We can also activate all of these totems, which is going to be very good. And oh, these eggs. There's 417 eggs on this map. Oh my gosh. I just noticed the egg count. Oh, that's going to be quite the headache. I know it said it sort of fights back with eggs in the end. I did not realize there were so many on the map already. Always a problem. You know, eggs are always going to be fun. It's what they do. We are up to 26 orbitals, and a conversion is this bit per second. So if we wanted to convert this area, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can convert this once. So theoretically, if we pop all of the eggs on the map and convert, we can have a pretty good setup. I'm definitely a fan of that, and I want to use it. That's one of those things that I really like doing, is popping all the eggs and then doing it. And we will need all of our big ships doing their thing, doing the eggs. It's gonna be a slight problem, of course. Add up to pylons. Nice, much better for you. And you know what? We should be able to get them. This one. Get out of here. Do it. Nullifier comes in. Hits up top. Not the best place to be because if something were to happen and that spreads, that is dead. But hey, it is what it is. Nullifier's gotta be somewhere, so we just gotta do what we do. Oh, jeez. We are losing ground over here. Okay. Well, see, that's what the Crimson does, right? The Crimson, you take my eye off it for a second. Crimson takes over. We'll just turn this back on. We'll sweep around, get us this back, because holy moly, this is actually going down. And in fact, where are my berthas? My berthas are here. We're actually going to shift our berthas to be much more in this area, just all of it, so the creep doesn't, or the Crimson doesn't hopefully flow as hard. And we're going to take, not going to do all the planes, but I'm going to do just the top half of planes. All of these, one squad. 39 units, that's a problem, because that's a missile launcher as well. There we go. This squad, 38 units. And again, we want to just cut sort of this off, right? We want to be able to get down here, cut this off, start pushing this in. And I do want to push this in as well, but this area is blue, so I want to do that mostly with just units, right? We can handle blue with units. We kind of need super weapons and things. Look at how much ammo that takes. Drained our economy in a second. Supply off just for a second. We'll let our economy reestablish. Supply back on. We're gonna do a little supply dance just for a moment. Alright, we're good with supply. Good. Holy moly. And here comes the sweeper, though. That's the thing. Here comes the sweeper. Beautiful. Thank you so much, sweeper. You're doing the best. And we're going to just keep building. So now that the supply issue is sorted out, we're going to rebuild up here, push this back, push this out. This just needs units, right? Unfortunately, most of the units were lost. This needs to be filled back in, which is another thing to note. That episode is actually higher than I thought. Oh, that's working. We're good. We're good. We need to fill this back in. I believe crystals can spawn under borders and things, so I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about just filling in the area, because if it's not filled in, something may happen. Again, these maps that say like they super ramp up and the entire map will destroy you, I'm super paranoid about. So this may be completely poor paranoia on my part, but it's just kinda the feeling that I've gotten with these maps. And we're even at the point where we can also start littering in just terps everywhere, right? Just a random terp here, a random terp there. Will anything get terped over there? I don't know. We'll toss one there as it gets built. I don't know if it'll get built. That's the beauty of it. Terp on the front line? Who knew? Who knew? This side is now looking significantly better. Surprise, surprise. Now that we've done some sweepage. We'll toss this in. Again, the planes are just doing their best to hold back the speed flowing. That's all I want them to do right there. Green, still looking bad. Give it the proper turn. This side looking pretty good. Let's just move on up. Get on in there. We'll rebuild. It's down to 10 seconds at a strength of 3, so, the intervals are kicking off. And that's okay. We'll just fill this back in slowly but surely. Again, it's easier. I guess it's easier to do this way. You move them and you just rebuild like that. Again, these planes, very, very... Over here, they'd be very strong. But again, I don't want them to flow down. So this is kind of a double-edged sword. Big guns moving on up. We're having a pylon for it, of course. Beautiful. Big gun over here. Where is the third? Are they just literally on top of each other? I think they're getting. That's fine. Okay, I'll move one a little bit. Okay. The sweeper actually, I think, ran out of power. So that's bad. Actually, that's not bad. That's actually good. Let it recharge. Rather it be like that. Because we are getting to this green zone over here. So that's actually super good. So here, these terps, just move on. We can start terping this, start terping the green iron. And we can even better, start refining the green iron. Of course, we need energy for that. So let's just make sure our units are feeling good, feeling happy. These terps will feel good, these terps will feel happy. And yeah, get some refineries. Start just with one, maybe a second, maybe a third, I don't even know. Because there's going to be a lot. We want to get to this corner, we want to get to refining, we want to be able to take out everything. And again, this is happening again. How are we doing? We should be basically full now. So let's turn it on, let another sweep happen. Ooh, I don't even know what it costs. It's not a stash, I can tell you that. So again, they're just doing the most. All terps nearest first. I always forget. Not always forget, but I do like nearest first, where they just work on what's closest. Makes me feel a lot better because they just get jobs done versus like half-assed jobs, so to speak. Are you just too far away to fire? Here we are losing some ground over here, but I just had everything just go through, so that's very good news for us. As you can see, this side looking significantly safer. Again, more power, more good. We definitely want all power. We want these to move in. These two terps, you and you, move your butt over there. Beautiful. You. And yeah, we're still doing pretty good. We want to remortar. In fact, we're just going to build more. I know I've said we shouldn't just build from it. We should move it and build back. But I just saw it there. So again, we can grab more power here, which I'm definitely going to want to do. Well, just want to fill in what I can. Move the ones on the tower later, when it is power time, so to speak. This is definitely power. Beautiful, beautiful. Plane's looking good. Again, we're just trying to get over here, trying to push this side back as well. Terps are now finally doing their thing, and with the terping, again, it should start to actually help a little bit more every single time. Do not want to run out of power. Oh, I didn't realize we were nullifying you. I should say. So let's get this blob nest done. And that's our last blob nest. It's actually pretty important. I mean, not important, it's just a necessity to have, right? Everything that we do is just good. And what's also nice is since I sort of turfed up the world, it's just going to be a flat plane. It'll make it easier for us to adapt. Like, we'll have all these little bumpy areas, so I'm happy to turf up the world. For the most part. And I do think we need to move our super content, right? Let's move them up, keep them a little bit up that way. Tossing, of course, you know, we're going to get a new set of MRFs, right? We're going to toss an MRF down here. We're going to toss an MRF in the middle. And we're going to toss an MRF here. Always use those, and we are going to grab our pylons, right? Pylon there, pylon there, pylon here. Connect them all up. Feels pretty good. Keep the pylon network going, and that feels pretty good as well. Beautiful. Very, very happy. Very, very keen. We do have more planes to use, but again, I want a little bit more energy. I want to complete this, so let's actually use it. So, this set there. This set there. Come on. This set there. You get over there. Yeah, these guys. Get over there. Keep the mortars. Push in. Push in. Push in. We need to move. Get out of here, guys. We're going to need to rebuild some more, but you know what? You're in the way of the miners for now. We also need more. Don't want these to run out of power. Again, I'm so very, very bad at that. How is this looking? This is 81, which is good. Our green R is looking okay. Not the best. Could be better. We're going to be gaining more as we push back this side, which is also very good. What's also nice is the beam can almost start making. So what I'm also going to do is terrible. It's like, you know, if it can shoot at that angle, right? Like that could shoot through there, which is actually like perfect. So that should actually help a lot. So these little angle changes do help. It's kind of gross to see at times, but with the sweeper, you're so good. Sweeper, keep sweeping. That's all I have to say. Other sweeper. Oh, we could other sweep too. Ooh, I completely forgot about you. Other sweeper. You are probably full. Yeah, so we unit on. We turn you on. Yeah, you're that side. So that's actually really, really good, right? That's gonna be just some big old progress on the green side. Ooh, you gotta like to see that, right? We may be turning it off in a moment, which is fine, because we don't really need it to do a full revolution. We only need to kind of do that. And that just feels super, super good. Right? More mortars, go in the front. This is draining super bad. The green R is getting turped down. This area is getting turped down. We're getting a lot of turps going on. In fact, we're bringing so much turp. We're super filthy turps. Get a terp squad on the go. Now, they're engineers. They know what they're doing. You gotta trust them. We just need them, right? We just need this many terps. But as you can see, look, I drained this area with a sweeper, and it all filled with crimson. All of this filled with crimson. That's kind of what I was trying to avoid, and I guess it didn't work out as well as I was hoping. But that's what I was trying to avoid, right? I wanted the crimson to stay away. I didn't want it to flood in, and apparently it did. Don't know how to stop that, really? So that kind of sucks. But we got miners to place, so do slightly over miner. Just very inoptimal mining for me. But that's okay. Let's do something like that, and this should actually be a pretty straight shot, right? So plenty of miners going down. I love them, fan of them. So much energy. We need that energy, right? We need it all. So that's pretty good. It's gonna drain our energy some more, because it's what it does. It's what it does. And that's okay. We should be pretty good. Green, going slightly up because we took this. Now, that being said, there were a lot of crystals already on the ground, so it's not going to be good forever. It will run out. This, I think we're going to arm off just for the time being. Let green sort of pile up. Let the Terps finish what they're doing, which is also very, very good. And maybe we... Oh, see, this blob nest we can never lower. Kind of sucks, but that's okay. That's okay. Again, front lines, looking a little bit better. Energy, looking a bit better. Feeling really good about both of those, right? Get our energy on. How are we doing with energy back here? Doing pretty good. Energy on over here. Doing pretty good. Terps, just doing their thing. Move them up. Finish terping over here. Very, very nice. And yeah, we can even bring in all of these. Bring in a whole bunch of these. We'll do a little bit of a mass move, and then we'll do again just that mass building. The planes are holding a line right now, which is very, very good. We kind of want to keep pushing this line. Maybe we want to make it straight. I don't quite know, but again, paranoia. It's paranoia time. So let's just maybe not fill it in 100%, but just have like a couple of rows here and there, because apparently it's super, super hard to reclaim. And again, super paranoid of the reclaim. And if we're super paranoid, I'd rather be. We are at strength 4 every 8 seconds, so the interval is going up. Now, they are staying at about 10. Now, they were about 10 when it was over here. So, the amount of creeper that used to be in the entire mountain is now just in this one area. So that's the thing to note. That's the crazy thing about mountain, right? Planes, maybe a rearming. Or no, supplier. Okay. Maybe I did too much. Might have done a bit much. Come on, Deficit. You can do it. Coming down. We are losing a bit. Oh, there we go. Ooh. I didn't think I did too much there. Apparently I did. Supply off. This is why I didn't want all 4 of the planes going at once, by the way, because they really, really drain me. We're kind of staying consistent. I guess I should just charge up some of these miners, right? I did. Oh, I thought they were going to the purpose. Interesting. So some of these miners are charged up as well. Interesting. Kind of like that, but at the same... Oh my, we have so much money. Yeah. Armed on. Let's get it going. Okay. We are getting to lag fest again. So what I'm going to do, let's go to settings. Let's go to performance. Let's say max performance. It's going to lower the quality, but let's just see it. Does this run smooth? It does seem to be smooth. Still lagging. Oh, no. It's just there's so much going on. So much going on. I do like max performance. I kind of got used to that, so... Jeez. Too many of these, but that's fine. Planes are looking pretty okay. And this corner did reset, which is very, very nice. So, huzzah. I guess maybe we do a little bit of something like this, right? We damper here. Damper. Probably should have done. Actually, you know, if we just do the front lines, right? Just here and here. Let that do its thing. These planes, no, Flex Squad, just return this. Just for now. I'm done with you. We'll keep this damper here. That will slow the flow, which should hopefully allow us to make some progress. We make some progress. Allows the laser to catch up. That's why I want the damper, because the laser will catch up to the damper. It won't also refill like it was before, which is very good news for us. And let's fly some of these bad ones in. Fly some of you in. Take some of you. Fly some of you in. Some of you. Fly some of you in. And just try and hold this. Buzzing. Okay. Now the damper is off. Definitely slightly a problem. Yeah, let's do a damper on this, because this is where it's all flowing. Let's see. Okay, so if we damper that too, maybe it also will refresh itself. We are getting more again, very, very close from us. The laser is making another pass. I kinda wish I could move it to like the center mass, but unfortunately for us, I don't think we can at this current point. It's a shame. It just is what it is. And yeah, energy-wise, we're doing a lot better since I turned off the planes. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. And that's going to allow me to massive spam. Not over spam. Yeah, not over spam, but massive spam. Of course, silly me, you need to be on the front lines. I need to really be on these much better. These two are doing great. They are on the front lines. They're doing wonderful. This area over here, definitely slightly wrong. It is lower. You can see, because it's damper here, everywhere else is lowering pretty substantially. So we are going to sort of keep a damper here for a little while. So let's keep another damper there. Make sure it can't flow out, which should, again, in theory, lessen this, allow this to... one set of planes. So one set of planes, we'll take the bottom set. This one. And they're gonna come in. So we have that. That seems pretty good to me. Again, everything is kind of pushing out. And what's also nice is with the damper, when the laser comes by, are you not being terped down? Interesting. Terraform. Light 5, all of you. This entire star. Yes. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. All of this. Get it out of here. Probably shouldn't have done the corner. Honestly, should definitely not do the corner. Whatever that is, I want the corner to be this. So that's height 4, I guess. So oddly enough, that's height 4. Let's get back to height 5. And yeah, I want it kind of like that'll give us more mining areas. Whatever this corner is. Actually, I can just shift click to delete. That corner can just stay the same. Don't care about that corner. We just need to get to it. And again, we want some terps. It's stuffed up. So more terps, more good. So terp. Get these spikes down. Again, every spike that we get down essentially means we have the capability to laser that much further, and I like the lasering. Right, it's doing the work. I guess I could say sweeping. We have the right to sweep that much more. And did I send the planes out? If I did, this is a terrible, terrible idea. I think I did. So planes right now, all of you, supply off. Just for now. As you can see, with supply off, we are actually holding, even while building all of this. That's how good our economy is, which is actually quite nice. I'm going to drop another orbital right there. Again, just trying to keep it from filling in, and that's actually, again, pushing our front line quite substantial. And every bit of the front line that gets pushed just means that we can, indeed, make these, we can get to the greener, we can essentially get to everything that we need. Let's re-supply these. And yeah, again, still feeling pretty okay. We're feeling comfortable. See, look at the sweeper now. This one sweeper is now able to hit the top, which is awesome, right? That feels really, really good, especially when we damper the center, right? So it's like, it's a great combination between the two. This sweeper is going to come in, and it's actually, hopefully, going to hit even more than it was before. It doesn't really seem like it right now, but it might. And we have enough energy. Mortar. Again, it is a lot of mortar spam. It's not quite pretty. But I don't really care. I just want them in places. It doesn't have to be pretty right now. We just want it because, again, I don't know how crazy it's going to get. We're still not in, like, crazy zone, right? So if we're not in crazy zone, I definitely want to be aware of that. So, oh no, not 3. I want to be 5. 5. Beautiful. I should have gotten this area as well. Again, just to make sure we have that. Again, we're going towards the green. We're going towards all of those. We definitely should be getting a few more refineries. And I should probably move them up. So, Terps. Move them on up. You're on the front line now, boys. Feels kind of bad for the Terps, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm allowed to feel bad for the Terps. They are not allowed to feel bad for the civilians. Toss you there. If it stays, it stays. If it's gone, it's gone. Much. Again, what's nice is with the Terps moving up, we'll cut this down, Green arc, we're out again. No problem. So you know what? I want to go to the rockets, turn one more off. Because I think we're at the point where we kind of want this sweeper to be active all the time. It is strength 5 now every 7 seconds. We've cut the creep down to 8 versus the 9 that it's been sitting at for quite a while, but I still want to make sure that is sort of active. It's kind of our main way to push. And holy crap, I forgot we need lift deck for these. So yes, I'm actually going to turn off rockets temporarily. Okay, so you and you, unfortunately, you're going off for now. Let's start storing up, because we're going to need to fill in these totals. And I let the creep run out of the damper. The Terp squad is gone. The Terp squad, no! Oh, Terp squad. You did your best, though. You did your best. It was glorious while it lasted. And let's grab a pile. So, pile on me up inside. Feels pretty good. You know, I mean, we are pushing in, which is actually very, very good. And we're actually getting, because we're terping here, if we can start cutting out some of these crimson spots, that might be, like, everything that we need, right? Because if it's not turning to crimson, then we're good. We have enough conversion to really convert everything, but again, the problem is 424 eggs, right? We convert, it instantly comes back. So, that is a thing. Where do we put this fire, manual. Let's go for the corn, right? Let's just pick up the corn, it's just terrible. I'm gonna go for the top side. Because if we can start to fit this out, we can get some more green iron, get around it. This side is nice. I actually think this side is awesome. But, unfortunately, it's not necessarily awesome. It's just an awesome side. I want the green iron very, very much. I want the Terp squad to survive. And I want these mortars to really... This side of Terps, move on there. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good overall. I wonder, just... I guess it's not the best. We have a couple Terps back here not doing anything, so might as well just say, like, if you can, just hit that auto 5. Whoa, sorry about that. That was a little bit of extra move. My mouse is a little sensitive right now. It's been a little while. This map it's taking its time. It's taking its toll, so to speak. But again, we're making progress. We're moving in. As you can see, this is the Crimson Land. The mortars are doing amazing. And just move them on in. Move them on in. Move them on in. This actually may get us in a very nice spot over here. So grab these and move them on. And grab power. So grab this power, move it on in, move it on in. And we're kind of holding, right? We're not necessarily losing ground. We're not necessarily gaining the most ground. But again, this map gets so this should also start to activate this totem, which I don't know how useful that's going to be, but I'll take it, right? I'll take anything at this point. Let's toss down a couple of these just to help this area. And yeah, I really want to do a monster rush with the air, but I'm not going to go too hard, right? This has helped. I think that'll go through. We may just use this and just let it go, but actually, holy crap, there's 3 more buried urns. Where are they? Oh, they're right there. I was about to say, I was like, did my urn blindness set in again? But they're up there, so I'm not super worried about that. I'm going to move the super units up, though. Do we want to move one like right? Oh my gosh, we move it to the center. It's gonna pop all the. We pop all the eggs. We can use our orbitals. This is like super danger zone, right? We move. Oh my gosh. Because if this is here, can this shoot the eggs? I'm assuming it can, but it might not. It might be like such terrain that it can't shoot. But you know what? Maybe we go on a monster popping spree, right? So we go on a monster popping spree. We'll grab a... Awesome. Down here. And I guess grab a pylon. Good. Some of these turps. Or come on down here, because definitely want, again, more things turp, less crimson available. Sweeper's doing the work that it needed to do. Look at that. That is gorgeous. That was actually really nice over here. And again, as we thin this out, the sweeper will get to the end on this side. So we're trying to maximize our sweeper as it will. From the back to the front. From the back. Okay. Oh, they are popping all the eggs. Holy moly. I didn't even realize they're already in range. I was like, wow, they are really going to town. Alright, so let's actually damper here. Oh, they might be popping these eggs. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of eggs being popped right now. But I think we want that. Right? Let's just keep the egg popping. Kind of happen. Let's grab... I want to grab the whole sniper squad. I don't think they'll fit. That's pretty good. This area is good. The sweeper's coming. The sweeper coming. Don't worry, boys. The sweeper is gonna do it. Alright, we're down to 293. We popped 100 eggs, which is actually pretty good. Right? The damper is actually doing a very, very, very good job. Surprise, surprise. Love the damper. You don't use dampers. You really should. They are one of the best things ever. And look at that. We actually are cutting through the center now. Do you see that? Because we've... Oh my gosh, we're actually getting through the center. That is so very good. Look at that. That cuts out so much because, again, we're popping eggs right now. We're not doing nothing. We're on egg popping mode. So, yeah, we're actually getting into the center here. This side sucks. I don't like it. Stop it, side. I'm going to toss down some more terms, though, just so... when things have to happen, they have to happen. That needs 62 more lift tack. It's a-coming. The sweeper's doing its thing. This is doing its thing. We want some more, obviously, to move. So, move on up. Moving on up. Keep that front line going. Okay, so, yeah, we're just doing it, right? I'm going to take one of the more and two more. We're going all the way. We're just going to pop everything. Dampen. And this side is pushing back. Oh baby, this side is pushing back so very hard, and I am so sad that I have such a large area without ones. So I'm gonna just dot them around at least. Maybe not completely fill it, but just have some. So that makes me a little bit happy, just a little bit happy. We're down to 164 because they are a team of egg-popping machines. And we need to keep this damper so it never gets lost. And look at this, again, as we claim more of this land, as we turp more and more, the sprayer, I was going to say, the sweeper will be able to take out more and more creeps. See, look at this, like, it's taking out this left side. The sweeper from the center is taking out this very much now. A singular sweeper. So that feels so good. Now, unfortunately, these eggs, I think, are kind of hidden. And I'm a little sad by that, right? I'm definitely sad by that. I guess the question is, do we do... I mean, one singularity for all this is kind of not enough. It's, like, kind of spread out everywhere. Ooh, that's going to be tough. I want to do a singularity, though. I wish they could just get the right angles, right? And this damper should be ending soon, which is kind of good. But let's try... Let's do a singularity, right? We'll just drop it in. Let it get going. Again, let the Terps do their thing. Terp squad, get on up there. Keep turping. So Singularity is now Singularity King, which is good. Which is helpful. Because the damper is gone. So anything flowing in just helps. We've actually gotten the Friendo zone, which again, I want to get to this back corner, but again, I'm super paranoid about the front. And again, we want to just... So again... On up, takes it from here, on up, just keep the back moving. We even got the totem, which was the totem that takes 200, so that's very good news for us. We're getting rid of a lot of this crimson. That's what I really like. So there we go. We're even popping some of those. They're not crimsonized, crimsonified. We're gonna drop this conversion. It's time. Get that conversion right in the center. Let's watch it fall. Of course, more eggs will be popped this day. And just for safety's sake, we're going to damper everything. Right? We're just going to damper. Damper is so cheap, right? That one damper could be all we need, right? These 3 dampers. Because they're just going to slow the creep down, allow our things to really... Come to grips with it. Now gain a foothold. I guess I should nullify because it's here. So let's just try that while the dampers last. But yeah, we're just making. Look at this, like with the damper. Hopefully, maybe we do a couple of conversions. Right, we could convert like here, like around it. Oh, that would be pretty good, right? Yeah. We have enough, right? We have enough where if we were to do like a conversion here, just to get rid of a lot of this crimson. This will, of course, pop these eggs, but you know, I'm okay with that, especially if they're dampered, right? So there we go. Eggs be popping, but not all of them are crimson, and that's the key. Not all of them are crimson. They're in the damper. Units be coming, and terps be terping. That's what I also really want to see, right? We want to see these terps doing what they need to do. I haven't even gotten to the corner areas yet, which is pretty wild to me. I mean, those seem like very important areas, but at the same time, we're just sort of doing it from the center, and that feels pretty good if you ask me. So I think we're losing our dampers now, which is bad. You know, losing the dampers is bad. So we're just going to drop them again. Again, we have, again, 1 power for a damper is like too cheap. It's too cheap, right? So let's, again, super paranoid. Just drop in, fill it up, because it said eggs are just going to be coming out of the walls, basically. Green looking bad, or good. So green looking so good. Let's turn them all on. Let's get them going again. Energy, looking fine. Again, just trying to fill in some of these gaps with units, just to have some units. We even have a nullifier. Oh my gosh, this nullifier. This nullifier is going to be good. Baby, we're doing it. Structure, let's get some turpitudes. I want Terp Squad, this Terp Squad. Get over here. This is where we need you. This nullifier is at 20 energy, and that's going to be a big one. That's going to get rid of 3 4 launchers. Right? This is now coming up, and unfortunately for me, I need to grab all 3 of these. Just move them up. Right? Toss 2 over there, 1 over there. Grab a pylon, grab a pylon. try and hook it into whatever pylon network it can reach. Sure. That hook into the pylon network? I guess. I don't know. I'm putting down too many because that's what we again just want to turf this. Sorry about the star going away. By the way, it's a beautiful star. I love it. It's just got the star just has to go. It's too dangerous for us. The dampers are gone. So with the dampers being gone, let's see. Again, they are producing more and more creep, but less and less crimson now. Oh my. You know what? All of these target auto now. Because now that the crimson is sort of under control, I want the Berthas just to fire on whatever they want at this point. And look at this sweeper. Oh. Again, because we're lowering all the ground, it's just working like a wind. Oh, baby. But the front filled back in. Filling back in for the front is not good, so I think we need another damper here. So let's damper the center. Keep pushing this. Actually, this side is pushing really, really well. Maybe we can get to the corner. Don't really know. So next, and we get this emitter. We do like that, and so you, not you. Oh boy. Oh boy. You did get hurt, but nullify. I want a nullifier on where you. Whoop, just like that. Okay. Good. Again, we will toss down some MRIFs up front, because you might as well. Frontline MRIFs, always a good time. We have plenty of red on. Honestly, I mean, I guess shields would even be pretty decent here. I mean, we would be keeping out the AC. It's kind of a... I don't know. I'm always hit or miss with shields, but might as well. Because it will stop the eggs, right? Shields will stop eggs, so I'll toss 2 down. And, you know, we have enough energy. Let's take out squad the second. Squad number 2. Select this squad. 38 units. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Let's just thin out thin it all out. I like it. A couple of them, actually a lot of them aren't really working. So you kind of just do your thing. We need to push this side, I guess. This side needs to be pushed in significantly so we can get through this part of the star and this part of the star. I think that's kind of where our goal should lay at the moment. Let's toss in a couple more of these and move the front line up. We're getting to this corner, though, which should actually give us a little bit more breathing room. And with that in mind, also, you know, sprayers, you're not really doing it. Sorry, just don't always be on. We'll start saving up our bluite just for this, right? Because this makes urns from AC. So that sounds pretty good to me as well. We can grab some boys. We can even grab some more power. Power is always good for us. But yeah, we're definitely getting things. These are turning on, which is very, very nice. Where are the... I lost them, I think. I think I lost the... Oh, no, that nullifier is not lost, but it's about to be. Sorry, nullifier. I was worried about everything else. That was my problem. We are still getting orbitals, though. We will get more. Again, kind of in a place that's a little rough right now because energy is going. We are turping. We are not. We've nullified some. We need to nullify the rest, of course. These are fully powered, which is good. They're staying right on target, but we kind of want to push the sides, right? And if we want to push the sides, maybe we should use more dampers, right? Just damper everything. Let this not flow. Let this side not flow. That way, our units can actually push it back. It won't flow into our units, and then we should be able to take everything. So, we're gonna re-damper the center, of course. Area to keep down, and maybe we can get these. Even if we just get one spore launcher at a time, I'm okay with that as well. Let's also move these right up front. These front. Shield. I mean, it's there for one egg. I think it's actually. I think it's actually hurting more. Just because. Oh, not you. Drop down. See, we are now pushing this back, which is ending the threat of this stream of the star. It's the streams of the star that is most deadly to me right now. We are also taking this side, which is that is super, super good. And again, because of this damper, we're starting to take this stream of the star. And if we take that stream, again, Crimson goes bye-bye. Don't like the Crimson. And we're also taking this, which is also very, very good for us. So yeah, we have some good gains on our side right now. And you know what? We got some good miners, right? These things are pretty good. So maybe we'll toss down some miners as well. But for now, the key is terps. These terps not able to reach anything, so move your butt up. We need you doing the terp work. This side is good. This side is good. So terps doing their thing. Dampers bringing out. Gotta redo them, but again, they're only 1 power. Super easy to redo. So we'll just redo it here. Redo it down here. Center is mostly covered, but we want the center to always be covered, without a doubt. So we will keep the center completely covered. Toss another one down. Once we get rid of this and this, I think we're pretty much in like the golden state, right? Because all of this is going to turn blue. It's going to be fine for us. All of this will be blue. Again, going to be fine for us. It is very, very high. Don't get me wrong. It's not thin in the slightest. But it's not terrible. Not terrible. Especially because we're taking like the sides, right? We're gonna get these totems, which very good news for us. Let's grab this over here, grab this over here. Finally, another message too. Yay, messages. Whew. More power, more good. More power, more good. Speaking of more power, more good. More miners, more good. What am I doing? Miners. Glorious. Could have had this up earlier. I'm kind of okay with how things turned out. Terps, like I said, we got through the next set of the star, so we're feeling really good now. And I guess we want to take all of our planes. I think it's plane time, right? So let's unpause. We're gonna reassess our planes. Hold G. Just say you do the map like this. All of them are going out. Our energy should spike, but a lot of them are already out, so I'm not super worried about that. We'll take one. We'll take these. We'll just move them through here because there's a bunch of eggs there. It's gonna get ugly. But yeah, we have the corner. We have the corner. We can start pumping into this, and pumping into this means an emerald right there. Let's just pump into that as fast as possible. And I guess we need to connect to these, right? These three. So how do we do that? We need to terraform. Very small area. Terrain height. I don't know. 1, I guess? Just really free them. Right there, and right there. We got the terps for that. Not going to be a problem. Hopefully connect up to those and get whatever information we need. And yeah, the eggs are down to 48, which I think are all right over there. Not really a problem for us. Greenar is going down substantially faster, so going back to base, we are collecting scrambled eggs with North Sea shrimps. Ingredients: 100 grams of North Sea shrimps, 3 eggs, 20 grams of butter, 20 milligrams of sparkling mineral water, some sea salt, possibly, 2 stalks of parsley, smooth, some stalks, chives. Instructions: first, peel the shrimps, then chop the herbs if you want to use herbs. Beat the eggs into a bowl and add the mineral water. It loosens the egg mixture with carbon dioxide and stir briefly. Now you could add salt, but the shrimps are already salty, so salt is actually not necessary. I recommend using pepper now, but that's just personal preference. Let the butter in the pan get very hot. It should just start to tan. The key word here is nut butter. butter. Then add the egg mixture and then the shrimps. The egg mixture should brown before turning. Keep the heat high before, but be careful not to burn it. Finely chopped chives or parsley can be added when the scrambled eggs are ready. So that was one. I think we also, I guess the next one's going to pop up. Bling! The eggs of the shattered emitter. The shattered emitter only emits more creeper on the surface spots that are covered by creeper. As it turns out, the standard emitter can only emit a maximum of 10 creeper per tick in any given spot. However, unlike the excess energy production that we have been so carelessly squandering, the excess creeper is not wasted but gets put into eggs. These eggs only surface when the shattered land has reached bedrock, terrain height 5 or lower. Even when the shattered emitter is not producing creeper because all shattered land is cleared, the creeper would otherwise be emitted gets put into eggs that wait for the first opportunity to launch. If that moment comes, it will look like the apocalypse. We must do all we can to prevent this from happening, covering all the land in anti-creeper, shoot down all spores, snipe all forbs, stay vigilant, and do not relent. Once the shattered emitter stops emitting, not a single drop of creeper may fall on shattered land. Okay. Well, we are covering it. Dealing with a large amount of eggs. Seldom have I heard of a creeper nest with such a high egg production as this one. Fortunately, there are a few ways in which we can try and deal with them, which we already have. There can only exist 500 eggs at one time. It never actually got there. If that maximum is reached and the eggs are in a spot that is safe for you, for example, not near breeder terrain, and in this particular mission, not near shattered land, there's an option just to leave them be. That way, you know you won't get surprised by a random egg in a random spot at the worst possible time. Eventually, you will still have to go deal with those 500 eggs, and that's likely going to be messy. Bringing Ard shields makes this go far smoother and faster, since eggs that got popped near or on shields emit far less creeper. I thought it was none, but maybe it is like a reduction. I don't know. Just make sure to hold your snipers back at first so the eggs don't get popped too early. If you have spare urns, consider putting them into these shields. This will drastically reduce the margin of error and makes sniper slip-ups a lot less dangerous. Having logistics in place before you make this attempt is recommended. If the supply distance from your Rift Lab and or factory is large, have some porters prepared with arc or energy so that you can immediately supply your invasion troops. Or, just build a massive economy and bring loads of firepower. Let's break some eggs. I think we did the part. Thank you very much, Commander. We found Commander Hendrickson's field laboratorium. This construction was once a basic urn forge that made urns out of arc. She has apparently converted the process to use anti-creeper instead, only more inefficiently than normal. This inefficiency shouldn't be a problem, since there is so much anti-creeper breeder terrain nearby. We only have to harvest it with sprayers. The egg experiment were apparently being conducted underground. Let's start digging. So that's what we dug up the egg messages. We've gotten urn forge. And yeah, we're doing pretty good. We do need to get this final clear. But again, we're finally, I think, oh, baby. That feels really good. So maybe I was a little over-prepared because it looks like it's just if creep hits back here, and it's never going to hit back. So maybe I built a few too many mortars. Maybe. That's the best I'm going to say is I'm very happy with the amount of mortars that I have. I'm a big fan of it. So, and I love seeing the sweeper come through. Actually making a star shape now, because it's hitting the magnets. That is super, super good for us. We are pushing this front side even more, and look at this. Because we've pushed this back, because we've gotten all of this, look at this entire area is now just falling. The left side is completely falling. Now we do have some green art coming in. Or not coming in, I suppose. We need to get to this corner, so we're gonna try and triple or double up. Well, yeah, let's double up and see if the center can sort of support itself. Because the center can support itself without, because this isn't shattered land, right? So if this isn't shattered land, theoretically, this shouldn't be too bad here. Theoretically, theories. You never know how they're gonna turn out. But we now have an urn forge. It's 500 per, but you know what? If we can get an urn out of it, I'll take it. I'll take an urn. Let's toss some units up here. Keep it moving. Shattered land, you're doing the best. More power on this side, more power on this side. More power on this side. Might as well. And I guess some power over here. We are turning on these as well, which is also very handy. Just to sort of keep the land ours, so to speak. But here's the problem. We are going to start popping these eggs, right? But they're the last eggs on the map, which is super, super handy for us. And we can even pop them theoretically after we fill up this totem, right? So if we do this, to say all of these, armed off, all of you just fly over. Right? We don't have any need for them anywhere else. I shouldn't have moved the ones in the back. That was silly of me. It's how I do sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Very silly of me. Oop. I let the creep kind of flow. But look at this. Oh, baby. Like, we're doing it. Nullifiers should be good. No, that nullifier wasn't. That nullifier is okay. So we are getting the complete surround on. Get you. Just you, just in case. Try that there. Again, we're just going to do some dampers, so I am going to damper the center a little bit. So we'll damper there, and we'll damper here. We'll let this corner flow, but the goal is this corner will be taken by us, so who cares if it flows, kind of thing. I don't, if it flows and we get it. So there we go. We'll do some you. You guys move over. Some you. You guys move over. Once this pops, which it'll pop in a second, all of our snipers should be good. So you can do it, Totem. One totem is up. Up, Totem. Get up. Needs one. Liftic is on. Arm on. Pop all of these things. Just so it doesn't fall. Beautiful. Beautiful. How are we doing? Yeah. Okay, so we have now... Ooh, oh, this one's coming online! The one that was right next to the emitter! Oh, it's beautiful! Alright, let's just do one more there. One more here. Wow, these dampers are so very strong. That is pure nullification. Okay, so all that's left is the optional, repeat optional, hard mode of Reclaim. So, I mean, I think we have to try, right? 1, 2, 3. Let's grab some pylons. We do have to try, and I'm honestly feeling pretty good about it. I'm still building economy because, you know, I like my eco. I like my eco to just work. But realistically, we can just convert like huge swaths of this, right? Actually, not huge swaths. Maybe we have rain. Rain is very cheap. Comparatively. We did do our mass convert early on, and I think that was the starting point because we got rid of most of the crimson. But look at this, like we can rain something like this. Move in our borders. Grab some new refinements. Or bomb it away. Or even get more urns. And the real key here is we're also terraforming, right? We got the terraforming squad going on. They're doing their thing. Going great. The more we terraform, the further away from the crimson we get. The further away from the crimson we get, the more likely we are just to destroy them. Toss all these down. It's a thing of this point. Let's just keep moving. Keep things moving in. Keep things moving in. Keep things moving in. This ground is really pumping out creep, as you can see, and that's fine. Right? It's fine for it to keep pumping out creep because we can keep dampering it, and by dampering it, we end. This area should definitely end with this damper. I hope. That's my goal. Right? Maybe not. Maybe it's producing too fast. Maybe we do have to do like conversions. I don't know. Because yeah, it is putting up quite the fight, right? And that's fine. It can put up quite the fight. We're just gonna do some shifts, right? All planes on a single turn, right? Super bomb it down. I hope that works. actually figured the yes, all planes on a single turret work amazing, right? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say like all planes on a single area. We have a lot of planes. We have a good amount of energy. We have a good amount of eco. Again, just in case, we'll just do a couple of rows back here. Just in case. I mean, I read it, and I know what I read, but you never know. Sometimes it can go a little simple. Maybe I should be a little bit more spared. We'll just do little gains at a time, right? Just gain the edge, work on the edge, move it along. Right? And that's the key. We are just moving it. And the AC is flowing in. That's the key. We need the AC to flow in. And right here, this should actually be the sweeper. Like, the sweeper hit of the champions right here. Let's right? I mean, it is filling back up relatively quickly. But we'll just look at how much it takes out, right? Just, it takes out so much. Especially over here, right? This area was actually getting hit very, very hard, and it actually is quite nice for us now. So, like that's the thing. We are in sort of like a very much a light push setting of right now. I would love to get rid of this Crimson. We only have 2 conversions, which is fine. We could convert like this. The problem is I want to get rid of it all, right? So, like, we can convert, like, a side. We can convert up front. We convert, like, this and this, right? So, what we'll do is we'll say, like, this squad. Let's come in here. We'll convert when they land. Now, let's check my rockets, because I think I'm going to want to keep them going. I have all my rockets running. Okay. Wow, I have all my rockets running. That's actually great. We're going to get another conversion. Awesome. Even better. That's what we want to see. And we also want to give these guys power. So we have units coming in. They're going to land. We have refineries. Just to grab some more. These units are now about to land, which is good. So let us do our double convert. We want to convert like right here and right here. This is where most of the Crimson is coming. So we do this. Boom. We land. We take the Crimson. It's the Crimson that we have to fight through. Now, I could have Singularity and things like that, and we'll probably still do that. Like over here. Here we'll Singularity. Wow, that side, it really fights back, right? It super really fights back. But with the Singularity, I'm kind of hoping we can pull away the sides again. Again, I think the key is getting rid of this Crimson. If we get rid of the Crimson, we can hold essentially against anything. It's just the fact that Crimson is so very difficult. It's spawning way fast. Like, look at how fast the spawn is, right? I mean, especially on the Crimson. So, we just need... Oh, jeez. What is being sniped? There's no more eggs. There's no balloon. What is being sniped? Oh, eggs from the ground. Because we're... Okay, so the ground eggs are being sniped. Okay. I understand now. No problem. Completely understand. Oof. Let's fill in this side very well. Let's fill in here. Again, we're just trying to do as much, like little bits of pushing here and there. Anything that can fire, we want to fire. I want more dampers. I want to do another conversion or two. And that's the problem. I think the problem is we do need more conversion. But we could. Also, where's the other sweeper? So the other sweeper is... There, that's not going to work out very well. I'm going to supply off and turn it on. Because it can, yeah, it can hit a little bit. So anything that hits is just bonus on top of anything. On top of the main sweeper, right? So we are pushing. We are kind of taking ground. We are kind of losing ground. This gets hectic. I do want more orbals. Oh crap! I forgot. My planes need to be moved. Planes move over here. Nope. That. Make sure that area falls. Good. That's what we want to see. So now all the planes go here. Try and get it away from the Crimson. So much creep. So much better. Doggone creep. Is this last little bush? We are getting more rockets. I do, again, I want to do like a double orbital, or a double conversion, ideally. Wow, much higher than those. I'm guessing it's the planes. That's okay. Again, we're doing alright. Oh, crap, I did not power this side. Not powering a side is definitely not good. They are getting built. The deficit should... Oh, Jesus. It's the planes! See, this is the problem with planes. Too much in the way of the deficit. So supply off. Get our deficit out of here. Goodbye, deficit. We do not want you in our life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Supply back on. Gorgeous. And yeah, planes just push in this corner. We just want to push out of the Crimson, which we are almost there. We're basically down to 2 more of these. We can probably push our way out, which is amazing. Holy moly. Okay, good. Just push in these edges. Now over here, we are obviously kind of losing ground. But again, it's a lot easier to take this ground than it is to take the Crimson. So any Crimson we can take, even if it's converted into non-Crimson ground, is kind of our best bet. We could do the double conversion damper. Convert, big damper. And I think that's just what I want to do. So convert, big damper on top. So like the things can't necessarily flow back in. So select a bomber. Or select all bombers. Kind of put them in the center and just start the flow. Start things moving in from all directions. Anything that can fire, obviously, we want it involved in the center area. Again, anything we can terp up in here, amazing. Get rid of the Crimson. Please get rid of the Crimson. That worked out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how that went. I'm going to toss a pylon there. Pylon there. These 3. So we're basically done with the Crimson. There's a little bit left, which is okay. But this is definitely a fight. I'm surprised I'm just pushing it here. Oh. Planes are doing good. They've basically cut off the center, which is good. So now, we're going to try and cut this off, right? We cut off this, keep moving in, make this a little bit nicer. Okay, look at that. See, with planes on a little area, they can really cut it down pretty good. Ooh, that was actually really good. We're like, oh my gosh, that we're hemming it in so well. It's definitely it's definitely a pretty big fight, right? This is not just, yep, we did it, everybody. We're done. It's a fight. This is why it's optional. I probably should have stopped. Probably should have stopped. But, I mean, it was so close. We got the sweepers going. We got the rockets coming. Look at how much is being produced right now. It's strength 10, interval every second. Ooh, and it's making its way out. So that is very bad. So we are going to new damper. We're going to take our planes. Come over here. Take some. Bring them over. So we can handle this side fairly well. We just don't want it to spread. We can't have things spread. We can just convert away the rest of the Crimson. So Crimson is gone. Terps come and finish this off again. We want our laser orders to just do what they do best. Now, see how well this like pushes? This is pretty wild. This is much more wild than I was expecting. Because look at it, like we've taken out this area, but this area is now completely weakened. I don't know if I can do this. This is definitely pushing. I mean, I think the best way to do it would just be like a mass convert. Like at one point in time, just have like 10 conversions, right? And I don't necessarily want that to be how I do it. I mean, it's the best way to do it. Don't get me wrong. Interesting. So now we're sort of separating it. It is filling up, which is fine. This area is doing okay. Berthas. All Berthas. The manual. Manual. Okay, we're going to work on this area. Without the damper, this is actually going to flow a little bit more, but with this flowing a little bit more, this gets a little bit weaker. See, now the interval's down to 2 seconds. So that is something to know. That is kind of how it works. Fly all... Holy crap, did I build a lot of mortars? Fly all of these in. Many of them will die. But we do want to take this in. So I guess we're just in orbital wars. And that's a little bit of a, not a shame, it just kind of, it's a thing, being in orbital wars. We can cut this off in half, that would be kind of nice. Just like that. Try and cut this off, let them land, split it up. We have this area, we have this area. This area is perfect for you. We are now getting more orbitals, which is perfect. So we have damper here, damper here, 2 dampers, which is actually perfect. Not let it spread. Allow us to keep pushing it. Let our mortars do their thing. 4 orbitals. We should be getting more soon. And I will say, the damper does let us push back probably the best without actually using super moves because it doesn't allow it to spread nearly as much. So maybe we can just do it. See, they actually got a tiny bit over here. See how it's like just sort of oozing around? We can't actually kill it. That's wild. Right? So redamper. Let's see if these allow us to clear it. There's so many mortars and we just can't clear it up. Holy. Yeah. You know? I don't want this to go on, so I do hit an hour. I am gonna stop. I honestly figured this amount of mortars would be able to handle it, and apparently I was wrong. So, holy moly, it is, I mean, more orbitals, more good, I suppose. Again, the sweeper should come around with, actually, the sweeper with the damper might be just nice. I think we missed the sweeper. Redamper, redamper. Hopefully, once the sweeper comes in, take some of these edges off. Okay. Oh, sweeper with damper, super, super good. Okay. But look at how fast it spreads back out. It just spreads right back out. We need like this to die right here, this to die. planes are not quite finishing the job. And it's just gonna spread. This is wild. But it can only spread on the cracked. But it does spread. I guess there's so many eggs, right? So if there's so many eggs. It is earn time. Let's try. Let's try earned shields. So let's get rid of. What happened here? Oh no. Alright. I am calling myself a failure. I don't know how. I guess an egg popped out over here. And yeah, that's going to be the end of me. I am... Could it be contained? Yes. Will it be contained? No, not right now at least. So, yeah, I have done a failure on a bonus objective. I do apologize. I'm sure I could probably do it in like 2 hours of saving up just a million orbitals. Just clear everything. We still have plenty of mortars. I mean, we still have plenty of energy. This will spread and be annoying, but it will also lessen the strength, right? So with lessening the strength, it actually kind of helps, because then we can curtail this. As you can see, now this is dead. This is coming. It's a thing, right? But this is how... So that's how it would do. We would contain this. This would now be a big blob. We'd have to get to the point where we have enough orbitals just to take it out all in one volley. It's just a time thing. And, you know, I feel a little bit bad about that. Oh no, and I lost the blob. Look at that. See, blobs are coming out. Good job, Blob. Oh, I completely forgot about that urn. Oh, I'm the worst. But there we go. That has been Shooting Star. All objectives minus the main one. Oh, those last time. Shame for you. Minus the bonus objective. You know what? That's it. Let's see how we did. You know, not... So, 44 minutes. You know, not too bad. Oh, wow. 19 minutes. Holy moly. But, you know, I'm okay with that. It was a huge fun map. And, yeah, I just have to say thank you again for creating it. Thank you for helping other friends in the community. It's always good to hear, if you see this. Yeah, have a wonderful day, everybody. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you next time. Take care.